Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, very happy to be with you this evening. I think we met a month back or so. It was almost a month back, maybe one of the Saturdays I got opportunity to have audience with all of you. That would be maybe 2 months back. I think it was in somewhere in November or so. Some of you were there. So welcome you all this evening for our Bhagavad Gita session. And the most important part of any lecture is Kirtan, which was going on so nicely. I thought I interrupted the lecture. In fact, our scriptures explain that chanting of Hare Krishna is the means and chanting Hare Krishna is the goal. You understand? Sadhan and sadhya. Sadhan means what is the process? What is the process? Sadhan. Just like you all came from your place here to temple, you took a bike, auto, bus, car, train, whatever. That is sadhan. And what is the sadhya to be achieved? That I will reach the temple. In spiritual life, sadhan is chanting Hare Krishna. And what has to be achieved? Perfect chanting of Hare Krishna. So you go on chanting, and one point of time you get perfection in it. And what will happen when I get perfection in it? Can someone tell this? What will happen if you get perfection in your chanting of Hare Krishna? What will happen? Maybe you will get some Shakti. You'll do like this, and all cash will start falling from your hands. Or some Shakti will appear, You'll do like this and it will disappear. Hare Krishna. So what is the goal? What do we achieve by chanting Hare Krishna? The process is to chant Hare Krishna. What do we achieve? Yes. Develop love. We have some love right now also. That's why you are here. But what? Okay. Our love for God will become more firm. It will become more something which I can really feel it and experience it. The way you feel love for your parents right now, we don't feel that way for God. Like I can say, when I was in Ayodhya a few weeks back, I could see people crying, seeing that the Ram temple is ready in the Ayodhya, and they were so eager to go and take darshan. And they had like tears. So really love, Lord Ram temple is ready. How many of you went to Ayodhya last within a month? Anyone? No one. So, anyways, so develop love. Okay. What else?
Whatever impurities we have in our mind, will be gone.
All impurities will go away, and what will fill in? Good things will come up. Pure things will come up. Okay. What else can happen by the perfect chanting of Hare Krishna, which one will achieve by going on chanting Hare Krishna? It will give us inner peace and joy. It's true. Bro, my connector is with you. Is it? Ah? So someone is bringing? Okay. Thank you for this garland. So, one of our acharyas, they say that by chanting Hare Krishna, when you achieve the perfection, then you won't able to stop yourself and you'll just want to chant Hare Krishna. He says that when one achieves the perfection, even if he doesn't want to chant, he goes on chanting. He cannot stop because he gets so much of bliss, pleasure, or he experiences so much Krishna's presence that he doesn't want to stop. Because technically you understand that in Kali Yuga, Krishna has appeared in the form of his holy name. Bhagwan or Bhagwan ka naam, Hari or Hari ka naam, there is no difference. Technically we understand this, but we are right now not realizing it. But when we realize this, that is perfection. And then we won't stop, we'll go on chanting. So many things will happen. You have to wait and do it yourself and experience it yourself. Scripture describes many things which can happen, which happens for someone. We don't have any more taste for anything in this material world. Like right now, we may be looking for many things. We want it, we have a desire, we lament for what we have lost, and we hanker for what we don't have. So sometimes we may say our friends, or we'll see people talking and they will say, मेरे पास ये था, मेरे पास वो था, मेरे दादाजी ऐसे थे, पर दादाजी ऐसे थे, मेरा खानदान क्या बताऊं तुमको. So it's like this. So, but now it's all lost, lament, or they hanker, if I can get this, if I can get that. So life is just going on, either lamenting or hankering, lamenting or hankering. Lamenting for what I lost or I could not get, or hankering what I want now. And just goes on. But when we practice spirituality, we understand that this is all very, very minute things in this world. There's much more, the spiritual world. So, in fact, studying Gita, chanting Hare Krishna, in the beginning gives us a strength to understand the philosophy. And when you become perfect in chanting, then you don't see anything in this world, anything important than chanting Hare Krishna. You become the most happiest person, and you want to give everyone. Just like Srila Prabhupada, he wanted to make, you all know about Srila Prabhupada, correct? Heard, the founder of ISKCON. So Srila Prabhupada, he went at the age of 70 to open ISKCON centers all around the planet. And he opened 108 temples. So like that, many things can happen. Hare Krishna. So let us try. You try to chant the prayers behind me. By the time we get the connectors, try to remember. You can chant with me or behind me. What would be convenient? Behind. Okay, try with your folded hands. Hear carefully. First listen, then repeat. Om Ajnanaatimirandhasya
Om Ajnanatirandasya
Jnananjana Shalakaya
Jnananjana Shalakaya
Chakshur Unmilitam Yena
Chakshurunmilitam Yena
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha
Namo Vishnu Padaya
Namo Vishnupadaya
Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale
Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta
Srimati Bhakti Vedanta
Swaminiti Namine
Swami Dinamine
Namaste Saraswate Deve
Namaste Saraswati Devi
Gauravani Pracharine
Gauravani Pracharine
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi
Vishesha Shunyavadi
Paschatya Deshatarine
Paschatadeshatarine
Namo Mahavadanyaya
Namo Mahavadanyaya
Krishna Prema Pradayate
Krishna Prema Pradayate
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya
Namine Gauratushay Namaha
Name Gauratushe Namaha
Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu
Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu
Dinabandhu Jagatpate
Dinabandhu Jagatpate
Gopesha Gopika Kanta
Gopesha Gopika Kanta
Radha Kanta Namastute
Radha Kanta Namaste
Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi
Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi
Radhe Vrindavaneshwari
Radhe Vrindavaneshwari
Brijvanu Sute Devi
Vishwanu Sute Devi
Pranamami Hari Priye
Pranamami Hari Priye
Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha
Vacha Kalpatarubhyascha
Kripa Sindhu Bhaya Evacha
Kripa Sindhu Vayevacha
Patitanam Pavanebhyo
Patitanam Pavanebhyo
Vaishnebhyo Namo Namaha.
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah.
Now you can sit together. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta. Raise hands. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So these are very simple prayers called Mangalacharan or auspicious prayers. Mangalacharan or auspicious prayers. So I was told to read something from Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 4. So what is the name of the chapter number 4? Transcendental knowledge. How many of you came to Rishikesh? Two of you. Others, do you know that we went to Rishikesh? Okay. Do you know where are we going next? You didn't announce till now where are we going next. We are going to a holy place called Mayapur. You ever heard the name Mayapur? Where is that? Not in Maharashtra. It's in West Bengal. It's a temple of Vedic planetarium. We are going in the May month. So I was in Rishikesh, and Rishikesh we saw so many people, especially Indians who come mostly for just Ganga, but many Westerners, they come for yoga. Rishikesh is known as the yoga capital of the world. And people from all over the world come to learn yoga there. And then there are courses, yoga level 1, yoga level 2, and there are training courses who want to become teachers of yoga. Then they go back to their country and they teach yoga. So Rishikesh is hub of that, and thousands of Westerners, they especially come to learn yoga in Rishikesh. So we are distributing Bhakti Yoga. What is that book of Bhakti Yoga? It's Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is a book of Bhakti Yoga. Although in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talks about Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, but everywhere he concludes that the topmost is one who always remembers me. Like in Dhyana Yoga, he says, Yogi Nam api sarvesham mad gated antaratmana. Of the yogis, Yogi Nam api sarvesham, of all the yogis, the topmost is Mad Gatir Antar Atmana. In his Atma, in his heart, always thinks about me. Shraddhavan Bhaste Yomam. With Shraddha, it does my bhajan. Samay Yukta Tamo Mata. In my opinion, he is the Uttama, topmost yogi. Similarly, he talks about Karma Yogi, he talks about Jnana Yogi, everyone. So in this world, in India, so many people want to learn, not so many, but yeah, there are people who want to learn about yoga, but they don't know what is the topmost yoga. That's why Srila Prabhupada has written a book called The Topmost Yoga. There's another book called The Perfection of Yoga. It's a very nice book you can read. It's a Topmost Yoga is a small book, and Perfection of Yoga is a little thicker one, but very nice teachings. So we will be convinced that which is the best yoga. So in the similar way, Krishna has spoken whatever he wanted to speak in second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Then why did he speak third chapter? Anyone knows the answer? जो भी बताना था सेकंड चैप्टर में सब समझा दिया भगवान ने, गीता में सब बता दिया, फिर थर्ड चैप्टर की जरूरत क्या पड़ी? This question carries 100 marks. ऐसे ही भगवान को लगा थोड़ा और बोल देना चाहिए, नहीं तो बुक बहुत छोटी हो जाएगी. Like sometimes you see in your exams, you have some colleagues who just keep on taking extra sheets. I don't write much. I would say, I could finish all the answer in the sheet what was given. Why this guy is taking so many extra sheets? What is writing? So, why do you think Krishna wanted to increase the volume of Bhagavad Gita? Book should really look like a book. Otherwise, it will look like a kind of guide or notebook or not very impressive. So let's increase it a little bit. Let's go till 700 verses. Because till second chapter it would be how much? 72 plus 40, 110 verses only. Krishna spoke third chapter. Why? Because Arjuna, he had some questions. So after hearing second chapter, he got some doubt. And he says, I'm not clear. Can you explain little more? And can you be a little more precise? Then Krishna spoke third and fourth chapter. Then again in the 5th chapter, Arjun says, still I am not clear. Can you elaborate little more? Then it goes on, and finally at the 18th chapter, Arjun says, Nashto moha smritir labdha. Nashto moha. My moha is now destroyed. Moha, understand? Moh. Moh maya. Moh maya. I was in Ayodhya at night 9 o'clock and I had to go to the ISKCON tent, which was around 2 kilometers. So I saw one rickshawala who was paddling and he was tired. He got few people, got them down at the Ayodhya Ram Mandir temple. I told him, can you drop me to ISKCON Pandal? So he said, no, 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 no. 9 बज गया, बाल बच्चे घर पे जाना पड़ेगा. I said, 5 मिनट लगेगा, छोड़ दो मुझे आपका रिक्शा में. Said, नहीं नहीं नहीं, अभी घर जाना है, बहुत सुबह 7 बजे ही चालू किया था in UP. Then he went, he came back. सब मोह माया है, मोह माया. Then he went back and went back to his home or wherever. So he was not allured that I would give him some 50, 100 rupees to drop me to his content. And he was like, now I have to go home. It's 9 o'clock. I started at 7 a.m. So Moh Maya. Moh Maya. Correct? So what I was saying, why did I tell the story of Moh Maya? Arjuna said, Nashto Moha Smritir Labdha. My intelligence has become firm, fixed. Nashto Moha Smritir Labdha Tat Prasadat Mayachita. Oh Krishna, it is prasad means not only food, prasad means mercy. Like this garland, it's not garland is there to welcome, okay, like you see some political rally, then they garland the politicians. No, this is prasad, mercy, because this is offered to the deities like Radha Krishna, Radha Ras Bihari, or Srila Prabhupada. So it becomes prasad. Prasad means blessings. So it can be food, it can be a garland, it can be in terms of a lecture, it can be in terms of a slap also. Sometimes monks, So it could be in any way when it comes from the Lord or his devotee. So he says, Nasto moha smritir labda tat prasadat mayachita. My moha has gone away, my intelligence has become firm, and karishye vachanam tava. Now I am very clear, I will do what you want me to do. So Arjuna speaks this where? In the 18th chapter. So that's why Krishna goes on elaborating more and more and more. So whatever Gita mein jo bhi sikhna, it's all complete at 2nd chapter, but elaborates. 3rd chapter Arjuna asks a question, elaborates. 3rd, 4th, 5th chapter again Arjuna asks a question, again elaborate, and goes on till 18th chapter. So 4th chapter is transcendental knowledge. Transcendental knowledge. So in 3rd chapter, if you remember, it concluded by something, a topic of lust. And Krishna talks in the 3rd chapter in the conclusion that the biggest enemy is the lust. He says lust is the biggest enemy. Calm. Lust or calm is not just attraction to the opposite sex, but it could be in any other form. Like somebody has a very strong desire to, climb the corporate ladder and become the CEO or MD of the company. Or somebody has a very strong desire for some material objects. Or it's not just lust or calm doesn't mean only for a man, for a woman, or for a woman, man. It's not only that limited to. But any desire to please any of the senses. Like I want to have, I'm seeing gulab jamun, I'm just craving to have 25, 30 gulab jamun. Or sometimes you see guys smoking, drinking. So it's all cumulative is lust. So Krishna says in 3rd chapter, the biggest enemy is lust. And he says you curb the lust. Now you know the solution. Do you remember the solution? What solution Krishna gave? What is the solution to curb the lust? To keep away from sense objects. Difficult to keep away from sense objects because when you are moving on the road, there are so many things, senses get attracted. I mean, we don't want intentionally, but it comes in front. So how do we keep away from the sense objects? He says, how to curb the lust? By, yeah, very good. He says, by developing your spiritual intelligence. That's how he says in the 3rd chapter, develop your spiritual intelligence. Or then he says, you develop it by transcendental knowledge. So the 4th chapter talks about transcendental knowledge. Knowledge means gyan. And we go to college, we learn so many things. Like I was coming from the Mayapur few days back to Mumbai, and I was seeing so many big cables, electric cables. And I was remembering all this electrical current formula. It was written 40 kV substation, 128 kV substation. And my mind was remembering, okay, you know why the voltage is getting transferred at 128 kV? So that you will have less loss of current, resistance is less, I equal to RV, all these things was going in my mind, seeing the so many transformers, substations and all. Because that's how the mind has been trained till now, you know. College you will just remember all these things, school days, and that has gone so strongly in the subtle mind that as soon as I remember see a transformer, my mind thinks, oh, that's how it works. And the binding, this is what binding is doing. And that's how the current is coming, which is I think around 128 kV, and it is going as 400 volt, and it is getting series connection and distributed in the houses. So we have to train our eyes and train our intelligence to see everything from the Bhagavad Gita point of view, slowly. Right now, it may not be because of our upbringing, our conditioning. So develop the transcendental knowledge. So then say, okay, all this energy, this is energy of Krishna. Like Krishna says, the sun and moon, they are my eyes. He says in 7th chapter, the light of the sun and moon, I am that. I am Prabhasami, Sashi, Suryo. I am giving the Prabha to Sashi, means moon and sun. So like that. So slowly we have to train ourselves to able to connect everything with Krishna. That is how transcendental knowledge will help us see everything in connection with God. That is perfection, seeing everything in connection with God. Right now, maybe, may not be, but eventually it should be the goal. So, 4th chapter, I was told that you all discussed the first 10 verses. So, we can just, is it there? Okay, good. We can just go through the verses. Just recite it, and I'll just say you the meaning before I go to today's verse. Go along with me. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Imam Vivasvate Yoga Proktavan Hamavayam Vivasvana Manave Praha Manorichava Kave Bravid. Sri Bhagavan Vacha means Krishna said. Nowhere in Gita it is said Sri Krishna Vacha, it is said Arjuna Vacha, Sanjay Vacha, Dhritarashtra Vacha. But when it came to Krishna, it is said Bhagavan Vacha. So Krishna is Bhagavan. Imam Vivasvate Yogam. I gave this knowledge to Vivaswan, and who is the sun god, Vivaswan Manve Praha. He gave to the Manu. Manu gave it to the Ichchavaku. Very good. If you read Gita regularly, sloka and verses, you will become a Sanskrit scholar eventually. Well, what happened to my keyboard? Okay, I think here it is something else, and here it is something else. Okay, no problem. Okay, let's do this one. Evam parampara prapta mimam rajyo vidu sakal neha mahata yogo nashta parantapam. He says this is how the spiritual knowledge was going down in parampara. But by effect of time, and there were Raj Rishi. The kings were like rishis. They're kings but like rishis. But due to effect of time, Kal Neha, Yogo Nashta, this knowledge was destroyed. Next one. So now, why I am telling you? Okay, knowledge was destroyed, but I am telling you why. Because again together, Saivayam Mayate Adya Yoga Prokta Puratana Bhakto Sime Sakha Cheti Rahasyam Yetanuttamam. I am telling you because you are my Bhakta and you are my friend. Bhakto Sime Sakha Cheti. That's why I'm telling you what is Rahasyam. It is not something open thing. What is the word used? Rahasya, secret. At the same time, it is Uttamam, means it is Uttam, topmost. Uttam, Adham, Uttam. Hindi word Uttam. Uttam means topmost Sanskrit. So this is secret, but I am revealing to you because you are my friend and you are my devotee. So that is one of the criteria to understand. Okay, going ahead. I am not discussing these verses because I understand these were discussed in previous sessions. Together. Arjuna Vacha Aparam Bhavato Janma Param Janma Vivasvata Katham Etad Vijaniyam Tvamado Proktavaniti. Arjun said, "You are telling that you gave this knowledge to sun god Vivaswan, but we all are born together. How is that you have spoken to Vivaswan thousands of years back? I can't understand this." Says, Aparam Bhavato Janma. We all are born almost together. We are friends, equal born. Like if I tell you I spoke Gita to your great grandfather, you will have that question, sir, what are you saying? You may be 4 or 5 years elder to us, but how you spoke to my great grandfather? So same thing, Arjuna is asking, how come you spoke to sun god? No, we are born together. Sun god was born thousands of years before you. So going ahead. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Bahuni me vaititani Janmani tabcharjuna Tanya aham veda sarvani Natam vetha parantapa. Krishna said that both of us have taken many, many births. I remember all of them. You don't remember it. And Arjun was humble and decent enough to accept, yeah, okay, fine. He didn't say, come on, don't joke. Again. अजो अपि सन अव्यात्मा भूतानामीश्वरो अपि सन प्रकृतिं स्वाम अधिष्ठाय संभवाम्यात्माया. There it says that ajo api san avyatma. I am unborn, I go on without deterioration, and I am the Ishwaram, I am the master of Prakriti, and I appear because of my own energy. And this is famous verse. सुना है आप लोगों ने सब महाभारत सीरियल में यदा यदा ओके यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानं धर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्. कोई इसका मीनिंग बता सकते हैं? एनी वन ऑफ यू? क्या है इसका मतलब? When there is a decline in dharma, yeah, for what? To yeah, for what purpose? He will say ahead now. 3 purposes. परित्रणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. परित्रणाय साधूनां, to protect the sadhus, vinashaya cha duskritam, to destroy the duskriti, the troublemakers, dharma sansthapanartha, and to establish the dharma. Sambhavami yuge yuge. I come millennium after millennium. Simple. Gita is so simple. Next one will go now. Now, how do I come? Who can understand me? Krishna says. Janma karma cha me devyam evam yo vetti tatvata tattva deham punarjanma naiti mameti swarjuna. He says, Janma karma cha me divyam. My janma and my karma, my birth and my activities are transcendental. And the one who understands it, evam yo vetti tattvata, one who understands it, what will happen to one who understands it? Does not take, but what I'm saying? Same thing. Taktva deham punar janma. After giving up, taktva, छोड़ने के बाद, ये शरीर छोड़ने के बाद, पुनर्जन्म, उसका दूसरा जन्म, नैति, ओ अर्जुन, नैति माम एति सो अर्जुन, उसका दूसरा जन्म नहीं होगा. जन्म नहीं होगा तो क्या होगा? कहाँ जाएगा वो? भगवान के धाम जाएगा. जन्म लेने में क्या प्रॉब्लम है? बहुत प्रॉब्लम है. प्रॉब्लम है या नहीं है? बहुत प्रॉब्लम है. देयर इज trouble, there's COVID, there can be, war, like you see, Gaza Strip, Ukraine. Don't think that today war is happening in Ukraine and Gaza and India, we are nicely eating pani puri and no problem. ऐसा नहीं है. The world, the way world is going on, anytime it can attack here also. Like, I think today or yesterday there was blast in a restaurant in Bangalore. It was in the news. So, few months back, two train collided in Odisha, Berhampur station. Hundreds of people died. So we should not feel, I can nicely have where, vada pav and no issues. Modi hai na, Modi guarantee. This, Modi ki guarantee, it's something like that. So we should not be very hopeful for these things. Because we are in this world, we may say there's nice pleasure. Yes, what is wrong? Vada pav is tasty, pani puri is tasty, that is fine. But what all comes is so much of trouble. And I have to put so much efforts to go against those troubles. Day by day, the number of hospitals are increasing. Day by day, the number of cancer patients are increasing. This means what? The food is adulterated with lot of chemicals, pests, and using all kind of food what we are getting outside. Don't know whether it is real organic food or it is just chemicals. And when we eat those chemicals, it is spoiling the kidney. How many people would have kidney failure 100 years back? Hardly. Now I hear even 25, 30 years old guys, they have kidney failure and they are living on dialysis. So it is a progress or it is done, what you call that? Downgradation. It is upgradation or degradation? It is degradation. We may say now we have mobile phone, we have laptops, we have projectors, we have ACs, but it has not reduced the diseases. We may say we won over the polio, but can we win over the death? No. Government may say polio को हमने भगा दिया, एक बूंद जिंदगी की. They had this message for polio, but now polio is gone. But can they have one boon which can help to go, win over the death? No. So in this world, innumerable problems. Problems because of all these outside people, family members, relatives, mosquitoes. Mosquitoes bite करते हैं आप लोग? नहीं करते. मुंबई वालों को नहीं करते. So if you just see around and think for a moment, traveling in the local train is like a free body massage, isn't it? If it's morning 9 a.m. or evening 5 p.m. and if you are going from morning Vasai to Churchgate or you are going from Churchgate to Vasai in the evening. So it's not very pleasing, but ठीक है, part of the life. So that's why taktva deham punarjanma. Krishna says, if you understand about me and develop your relationship with me, no more suffering in this world. So then where will I go? We'll be promoted. Just like sometimes some person performs very nicely in a company in India, in a software company, MNC. Then they say, very nice employee, send him to US, send him to Japan, send him to Australia, send him to the main office. And there they get double salary. They get the salary which was going on in India, plus they also get the salary where for the purpose they are deported to those countries. Salary becomes double. So if the performance is good here, they say, okay, his performance is really good, send him US, send him to Europe and let him work there and much more income. So this all Krishna says, oh, okay, he's developing relationship with me, he's interested in me, okay. As soon as finishes of his body, take him to my place, bring him to my place. So no more birth here, because here so much of trouble. Like some of your specs, if you go to Vrindavan with us, the monkeys will snatch your specs. Now they are trained to even snatch mobile phone also. So it's troublesome. We went to take darshan of the Krishna, Radhe Krishna, and here, chasma hi lekar, the monkeys ran away. So trouble. So anyways, Krishna says, if you realize that yes, there are trouble in this world, so many problems, challenges, then you are in the right place, because we are going to talk about transcending ourselves from this troublesome place. Do someone of you know, although this will come later on in Bhagavad Gita, but do you know how Krishna addresses this world as? What definition or How he has addressed this world as Dukhalayam Asasvatam. No, he has not said Sukhalaya, he has said Dukhalaya. Sukh jaoge. First time I'm hearing this. Okay, there's another way to say Sukh. सुखा सुखाने वाला हाल है जो आपको बिल्कुल ड्राई अप कर देगा, फ्राई अप कर देगा तो एनीवेज ये दुख हाल है, सुखाले का डबल मीनिंग आ जाएगा इधर, ये है दुख हाल है। तो गीता में भगवान ने क्या दिया है, दिस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड इज दुख हाल है। तो हम सोचें अच्छा कितना लंबा दुख हाल है, या मेरे यहाँ तो बहुत सुख है, मुझे तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। भगवान कह रहे हैं भाई अशाश्वतम है, टेम्पोररी है, सुख है टेम्पोररी है, दुख है टेम्पोररी है, और ये साइकिल चलता रहेगा। सो कम आउट ऑफ दिस। सो दैट्स व्हाई कृष्णा सेज अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट मी एंड नो मोर सच प्रॉब्लम्स। ओके, गोइंग अहेड, 10 number. Now who can come to me, what he should be free from? Please chant behind me, with me. Vitaraga bhaya krodha manmaya mama upasita bhavo jnana tapasa bhuta madbhavam agata. Says freedom from vitaraga bhaya krodha, freedom from attachment, fear and anger. Man maya mam upasita, and he is doing my upasana, my worship. Bhavo jnana tapsa, let eventually develop the knowledge. Puta mad bhavamagata, and then he achieve my place. So being freed from attachment, fear, anger, three things. Being fully absorbed on me and taking refuge in me. Many so persons in the past became purified of knowledge of me, and thus they all attained transcendental love for me. Okay, so now we go to the verse which we want to discuss. And you can again try to repeat this with me, chant with me. ये यथा माम प्रपद्यन्ते तांस्तथैव भजाम्यहम् मम वर्तमानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः. So very simple again. Ye yatha mam prapadyante, as you surrender to me, as you reciprocate with me, tams tatha vajamyaham. In that way, I will also reciprocate. So, like I said, if you take one step towards Krishna, Krishna also takes one step towards you. So, I am taking one step, he is taking one step. Of course, there's a difference. My one step is like, his one step is like, my 1,000 steps. So, sometimes this is also said. If you take one step, then Krishna takes 10 steps or 1,000 steps towards you. His one step is much more bigger than our one step. But Krishna is very smart. He knows what is going on within us. So हमारा जो भाव होगा, हम जो सोच के भगवान के शरण में आएंगे, भगवान भी वैसे ही हमारे तरफ reciprocate करेंगे. He will have same kind of reciprocation with us. And he says that all these various paths, like we'll read the translation here. As all surrender unto me, ye yathama prapaddante, tam satha bhajamyaham. I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Pritha. So what is my path? So Krishna has given various paths, like say maybe it is Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. But ultimately all the purpose of this yoga is to one make devotee of Krishna. Ultimately one has to come to Bhakti Yoga on. So that's the ultimate thing, developing our relationship with Krishna. So everyone is following the paths given by Krishna, but as per our desire. Like someone may come to temple and pray to Krishna that I want some material benefit. I am offering this in return. Give me that. Isn't it? Like I'm offering you half kg peda. Please make me pass my exam. Or I'm offering you some special 2100 rupees donation, kindly help me with promotion. Sometimes businessmen come, they make Krishna as their business partner. So whatever we earn, like in Balaji, you see, Tirupati. For most of the businessmen, Tirupati Balaji is like a business partner. So if they make 100 rupees profit, 10 rupees they will send to Balaji because they have made Balaji as their business partner. So different approach people have. Either like you can say karma yoga or jnana yoga or dhyana yoga. Ultimately, one has to come to bhakti yoga. That's the ultimate thing. So many times people say Bhagavad Gita में लिखा है कर्म ही पूजा है. सुना है आप लोगों ने कर्म ही पूजा है, पर ऐसा गीता में भगवान ने कहीं बोला नहीं है, ऐसा गीता में लिखा भी नहीं है. पर ये कहा है that do your duty. Now what is my duty? That we don't know. That's why we have to read Gita to understand what is my duty. Some people may say, okay, my duty is to make my company become the best company on this planet, or my duty is to take care of my parents, or my duty is to get my sister married and get a good house in Mumbai and get a proper promotion. So we can have so many ideas of what is my duty. मेरा जिम्मेदारी क्या है, मेरा ड्यूटी क्या है, आप सोचेंगे तो इतने सारे विचार आएंगे. What to choose from that? What is my duty? To take care of parents, or to get a good job, or to get my own house, or to have a car, or to have good marks? What's my duty? That's why we need to read Gita to understand what is my duty. So we will read ahead also, and previously also it has been said that we have how many duties? You remember? Two duties. One which is the duty on this real body, and one is the duty of the soul. Ultimately, it's one duty only, but we can say as two duties. So, if we feel, oh, I am so indebted to my, I'm not against parents, don't feel that way, that they have taken care of me, I am indebted to them. But we are also indebted to many other people and many other things, like we're indebted to the sunlight. Can anyone in our family bring sun for us? इसका विटामिन डी कम हो गया थोड़ा, let's get some personalized sun for him, buy little sun. Not possible, correct? We depend on sunlight so much. Similarly, we depend on the groundwater. We are getting all this drinking water which is coming in all these big pipes from the various lakes around Mumbai. Who is filling the water in those lakes? It's coming from the nature, clouds. Or we are pulling the water using a bore pump, which is in the groundwater purest form, clean form. Who has put there? Someone has put there, because of which I am drinking and my whole family is drinking the water. So we are indebted to so many people, we cannot even count upon किसका किसका ऋण चुकाएंगे, किसका किसका debt pay करेंगे. We may feel, oh, I have a family loan. That is one loan which is visible. There are many loans which are not visible, like the sunlight, the oxygen, we take this oxygen. It's not that any of our forefathers थोड़ा हमारे लिए 400 किलो ऑक्सीजन छोड़ कर गए, बाद में मेरा पर पोता आएगा. When COVID was there was black marketing of oxygen cylinders. Do you know that? Black marketing of oxygen cylinders. People couldn't breathe. So Krishna has made many paths, but the goal of every path is to come to him. But instead of taking, like I can touch my nose like this, but I can do like this also. Instead of going this way, make it life simple. Make life simple. So the simplest process is given Bhakti Yoga. Okay, we'll go ahead. Four 4.12. Chant with me. Kanchanta karmanam siddhi yajanta iha devata क्षिप्रम ही मानुषे लोके सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा. So kanchanta karanam yajante. For desiring some material benefits, people go and worship demigods. Devi devta की पूजा करते हैं. Like you see people go and worship संतोषी माँ, चंडी माँ, so many देवी देवता, गणेश जी. से गणेश आरती गाते हैं तो क्या गाते हैं पता नहीं मुझे क्या गाते हैं, पर ऐसे कुछ गाते हैं ना, या नहीं, एक दूसरा गाते हैं उसमें कुछ कष्ट मिटे तन का, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, और कुछ दूर जावे, ऐसे करके देयर इज अ, so it is all about what? Material things, you know. So people go to devatas. We see the translation first. Man in this world desires success. Man in this world desires success in fruitive activities, and therefore they worship the demigods. देवी देवता की पूजा करते हैं. Quickly, of course, man get results from fruitive work in this world. So बहुत सारे लोगों को बहुत सारे material, they want material benefits, and that's why they are worshipping the demigods, like बलिदान चढ़ाते हैं, you know, goat they cut in front of Chandi, or they go to Shiva temple, they'll put bel patra and jal and pray something. Girls they'll go to pray to have good husband, ऐसा होता था traditional, अभी पता नहीं. Boys go and pray to have good spouse, wife. So Krishna says that they go and worship. And who are these Devi Devatas? They are the in charge of the various activities in this world, just like the in charge for water is Indra. The in charge for Vidya is Saraswati. Similarly, the in charge for wealth is Kuvera. Here it is Kuvera. Lakshmi is in spiritual world. Kuvera. So like that, different in charges are there. They are not personality, they are positions. Like Indra is a position. आज कोई इंद्र है, कभी कोई और अश्वमेघ यज्ञ करेगा, and he can also become an Indra. Similarly, Brahma is a position. अग्नि, वरुण, ये सब positions हैं. जैसे you have chief minister, union minister, prime minister. उस तरह से ये सब positions हैं जो different souls they occupy as per their good karma or their activity. So if I want something, I want a very good health, I may pray to Surya and say, I give me good health. Or if I want, say, good wealth, I may pray to Kuvera. Or I want a good spouse, I may pray to Shiva or Kali, Durga. So different Devi Devtas. That's why आप किसी astrologer के पास जाएंगे तो आपको क्या बोलेंगे? आपका ये खराब है, इसकी पूजा करो. आपका वो खराब है, उसकी पूजा करो. आपका ये strong है, इसको खुश रखो, उसके लिए ये करो. They will tell as per the calculation, they will find out what is going wrong, and then they will recommend worship of that particular Devi or Devta to please them. But Krishna says कि हो सकता है आप उनको प्लीज कर भी दो, और यहाँ लिखा भी है कि वो प्लीज हो भी जाते हैं, but all these benefits are क्या है? प्रॉब्लम क्या है? टेम्पोररी है. टेम्पोररी समझते हैं? अशाश्वतम, टेम्पोररी है. अगर मान लो हमसे कुबेर बहुत प्रसन्न हो गए, बोले ठीक है जाओ तुम अंबानी से भी रिच हो जाओ, become more richer than Ambani. But how long we will able to sustain that wealth? As long as we live. When we die, we can take with us. तो फिर क्यों इतना लगे हुए हैं मुकेश अंबानी बनाने में पैसे? कुछ होगा तो उन्होंने सोचा ना, कम से कम 100 करोड़ तो लेके जाऊंगा नेक्स्ट लाइफ, बाकी बच्चों के लिए छोड़ दूंगा. 99,900 crores, almost 1 lakh crore, more than 1 lakh crore worth business. 100 करोड़ भी नहीं लेकर जा सकते? आप लोगों को डाउट है कि शायद हो भी सकता है, अंबानी है लेके जा सकता है, क्या पता. जैसे आप लोग कुछ बोल नहीं रहे हैं कि अंबानी के बारे में नहीं बोल सकते, क्या पता इतना रिच है, जमदूत को भी ब्राइब कर देगा, क्या करेगा. So the point is that we may worship demigods and get some benefit, but the problem is that is going to be very temporary. कुछ समय के लिए, फिर खत्म. जैसे कृष्णा says in Gita, doesn't recommend, मत करो वो, not required, क्योंकि उसके लिए मेहनत भी करना पड़ेगा, बेनिफिट भी मिलेगा, टेम्पोररी. उससे अच्छा भक्ति योगा करो. Come out of this cycle. Come out of this cycle. Okay, let's read the next verse. The famous verse of Gita. You can chant with me. Chaturvarna maya srishtam guna karma vibhagasa tasya kartaram apima vidhi akartaram avyayam. So Krishna says चातुर्वर्ण मया सिस्टम, जो चार वर्ण हैं I have made this Chaturvarnam, and there are 4 ashrama and 4 varna. What are the ashram? Brahmachari ashram, Grihast ashram, next Vanaprastha ashram, and Sannyas ashram. Ashram means like sometimes we say ashram है ये, रहने की जगह है आश्रम. लेकिन ये स्वामी जी का आश्रम है, ये स्वामी जी का आश्रम हरिद्वार में है, इनका आश्रम वृंदावन में है. So Krishna says, Chaturvarnam, Maya system. I have made this 4 varna and 4 ashrama. 4 ashram, brahmachari ashram, grihastha ashram, vanprasth and sannyasi. Brahmachari like me, unmarried and staying in the temple serving. Grihastha means like those who are married, like we have Nitai Ji and Prabhu. Vanprastha means one is going toward the one or forest. Means now he's done with his family life, wife, children. Now he wants to retire. So Vanprastha goes toward the one or forest. And last में क्या है? Sannyasi. He's given up everything. Now only depends on God, Krishna. तो ये 4 आश्रम उसी तरह से 4 वर्ण भी हैं. क्या है वो? ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य, शूद्र. तो इसलिए लोग कभी कभी बोलते हैं ये सब गीता में जात पात की बात की गई है. कृष्णा से चातुर्वर्ण मया सिस्टम, मैंने बनाया है. ये जो आश्रम और ये वर्ण है मैंने बनाया है. तो वर्ण क्या हो गए? ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य और शूद्र. मैंने बनाया है. लेकिन कैसे बनाया है? ऐसा नहीं बर्थ के बेसिस पे नहीं है. नॉट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ बर्थ. कैन द सन ऑफ अ सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज, कैन ही से आई एम ऑल्सो जज बिकॉज माई फादर इज जज? कैन द सन ऑफ अ डॉक्टर से मेरे पिताजी डॉक्टर है तो मैं भी डॉक्टर हूं? कैन द सन ऑफ इंजीनियर से पिताजी इंजीनियर है तो मैं भी इंजीनियर हूं? नहीं. उसी तरह से अ सन ऑफ ब्राह्मण कैन नॉट से आई एम ब्राह्मण. कैसे डिसाइड होता है? सेकंड लाइन में क्या लिखा है आप लोग पढ़ेंगे. गुण एंड कर्म. उसके गुण कैसे हैं और उनके कर्म कैसे हैं. एक ब्राह्मण का बेटा शूद्र भी हो सकता है, क्षत्रिय भी हो सकता है. Unfortunately, in the current times, it has been taken Jat Path as per the birth. So if I am born in a Shudra family, I am Shudra. Somebody born in a Rajput family, oh, I am the Rajput. Somebody born in a Brahman family, पिताजी के नाम के पीछे, you know, something like Mishra ji, beta ji bhi Mishra ji, pota bhi Mishra ji. Everyone is Mishra, but they may not have any guna and karma. Like, don't mind, but many times in Mumbai in auto rickshaw I travel, so when they see me, say, स्वामी जी हम भी ब्राह्मण हैं, देख रहे हैं हमारा चुटिया, हम भी ब्राह्मण हैं, हम भी ब्राह्मण हैं. तो एक ब्राह्मण का क्या काम है वो आप गीता में पढ़ सकते हो. व्हाट अ ब्राह्मण हैज. ब्राह्मण डजंट ऑटो रिक्शा नहीं चलाता है ब्राह्मण. तो गुण और कर्म बनाए गए हैं एंड गीता में डिस्क्राइब किया गया है. इट इज डिस्क्राइब्ड इन गीता कि व्हाट इज योर एक्टिविटी एज पर द गुण. लाइक ब्राह्मण का गुण क्या है? पठन पाठन जजंजादन दान प्रतिग्रह. ब्राह्मण कर्म स्वभावजम. शास्त्र पढ़ना, शास्त्र पढ़ाना, पठन पाठन, यज्ञ करना, यज्ञ करवाना, दान ग्रहण करना और दान देना. ये ब्राह्मण के कार्य हैं. ब्राह्मण का काम ऑटो रिक्शा चलाना, सॉफ्टवेयर पे कोडिंग करना, ये ब्राह्मण का काम नहीं है. So that is Brahman. If he is doing this. उसी तरह से वैश्य, वैश्य का काम क्या है? कृषि गो रक्षा वाणिज्य. कृषि मीन्स फार्मिंग, गो रक्षा मीन्स काउ प्रोटेक्शन और वाणिज्य ट्रेड. ट्रेड ये है काम किसका? वैश्य. वैश्य. क्षत्रिय, क्षत्रिय का काम क्या है? प्रोटेक्शन देना. वो राज करेगा, प्रोटेक्शन देगा. एंड शूद्र, शूद्र के लिए क्या बताया गया गीता में? वो इन तीनों को हेल्प करता है. शूद्र डजंट नो व्हाट टू डू. शूद्र को पता नहीं है लाइफ में क्या करना है, क्या करना है. तो वो क्या करेगा? वो इनके पास जाएगा, ब्राह्मण के पास बोलेगा कुछ काम है क्या मेरे लिए, कुछ कर सकता हूँ? तो ब्राह्मण बोलेगा हाँ ठीक है ये करो. या वैश्य के पास जाएगा, कुछ काम है क्या मेरे लिए, कुछ कर सकता हूँ? बोलेगा ठीक है मेरे दुकान में खड़े हो जाओ, लोग आएंगे उनको सामान दिखाओ. तो शूद्र का काम क्या है? ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय और वैश्य टू गो एंड लुक फॉर सम वर्क एंड असिस्ट देम इन देयर वर्क. पर ऐसा नहीं था कि ब्राह्मण ऊंचा क्षत्रिय नीचा, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. It was everyone was well respected, but in due course of time the system got corrupt and polluted, and then Shudra people were like boycotted from the society, and untouchability practice, and Brahmins started thinking we are the topmost, so degradation. But as per Gita, Krishna doesn't say by birth शूद्र का बेटा शूद्र होगा, नो गारंटी. शूद्र का बेटा ब्राह्मण भी हो सकता है, ब्राह्मण का बेटा शूद्र भी हो सकता है. इट इज बेस्ड ऑन व्हाट थिंग? गुना एंड कर्म. क्या लिखा है सेकंड लाइन में? गुना कर्म विभाग से. ये जो विभाजन है, द डिवीजन इज ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ गुना एंड कर्म. गुना एंड कर्म. तो पहले क्षत्रिय लोग थे, जैसे आप महाभारत में सुना होगा या देखा होगा, दैट पांडवास एंड कौरवास दे वर ट्रेन टू बिकम क्षत्रिय. उनको ट्रेनिंग दी जा रही थी क्षत्रिय बनने का. क्षत्रिय बनने के बाद दे वर रूलिंग. इट्स नॉट दैट दे वेंट एंड सेड अभी द्रोणाचार्य ने हमको बहुत अच्छे से ट्रेनिंग दिया है, आप मुझे कुछ काम दे दो. नहीं, काम मांगना एज पर द भगवत गीता, काम मांगना, काम खोजना, ये शूद्रों का काम है. क्योंकि क्षत्रिय कभी किसी के पास जाके हाथ नहीं फैलाएंगे. क्षत्रिय विल रूल naturally, like say you can say politicians. Naturally they have the tendency, they want to be the ruler. And Brahmana, they will be the reading scriptures, teaching scriptures, and they will subside their life on charity. They'll give charity. Vaishya, they will do trade, business, farming. Naturally, they like to do trade. They are not interested in scriptures. They are not interested in ruling. They will like to do trade. Like you have seen the famous community in India called Marwadi community. ऐसा कहते हैं ना, जहां ना जाती बैलगाड़ी वहां भी जाते हैं मारवाड़ी. But Marwadis are so good in business that you can find a shop where you will not find anything. Your Marwadi will have a shop there. They are so expert. So don't mind. There are some sayings like that. आपको कोई मारवाड़ी भी हो सकता है. But ऐसा कहते हैं क्योंकि उनका बिजनेस है. They can do business very naturally. उसमें भी कुछ ऐसे होते हैं जो बिजनेस नहीं करना जानते हैं, शूद्र होते हैं. और शूद्र वो कौन है? ना बिजनेस कर सकते हैं, ना ब्राह्मण का काम कर सकते हैं, ना क्षत्रिय का काम कर सकते हैं. तो फिर क्या दे व्हाट डू दे वांट? सर्विस क्लास. फिर जॉब दे दो भाई. जॉब है क्या? जॉब मिलेगा क्या? That is the one. So current education system, it's not that I'm telling only you, it's up to me also. When I completed my engineering, I was looking where I'll get a job. Of course, I got placed in my college days, but all of us were sitting for so many placement companies. Wipro is coming, Amdocs is coming, Microsoft is coming, Google is coming. We are running without certificate. Sir, I'm qualified. Give me some job. So that is Shudra who goes and looks, give me job, give me job, give me job. But a Brahmana, I will teach naturally. He doesn't go and ask for a job, just becomes a teacher. So that's how the system was. Guna and karma, as per guna and karma. Now current modern education system is everyone, चाहे ब्राह्मण का बेटा हो, क्षत्रिय का बेटा हो, कोई भी हो, शूद्र का बेटा हो, सब स्कूल में आते हैं, पढ़ते हैं. ना उनको अच्छे से बिजनेस करना आता है. बहुत सारे बड़े बड़े बिजनेसमैन, they have not done MBA. You know this? Mukesh Ambani's father, Dhirubhai Ambani, who started the whole empire of Reliance. He was MBA from IIM Ahmedabad or IIM Kolkata. Fail. Fail. And just see where he took the business to. And his son, Mukesh and Anil. Mukesh could grow so much, Anil couldn't grow. Mukesh Ambani के एक भाई है अनिल अंबानी, जिन्होंने भी इक्वली बिजनेस डिवाइड हुआ था आफ्टर धीरू भाई अंबानी पास्ड अवे. तो मुकेश अंबानी, अनिल अंबानी. मुकेश अंबानी grew like anything. Anil Ambani collapsed, couldn't maintain the empire. Although business father, son, trained with all MBA qualities and everything, but couldn't maintain the business in the same level what his father did. So that's how it is. तो जरूरी नहीं है कि हमारी जाति, हमारा फैमिली, अगर हम ब्राह्मण है तो हम भी ब्राह्मण है. नो गारंटी. एंड करंट मॉडर्न एजुकेशन सिस्टम इज मेकिंग एवरीवन शूद्र. क्योंकि पूरा 22 साल पढ़ने के बाद लोगों को पता नहीं कि अभी हम अपना घर द्वार कैसे चलाएंगे. हाउ आई विल रन माय फैमिली, हाउ आई विल मेंटेन माय फैमिली. I have no job. Give me a job. Life has become like this. Without job, I cannot do anything in my life. Earlier it was only for boys, now it is girls also. Co-ed everywhere. When girls are looking for job, job, job. In Mumbai, if you want to live in a nice home and you come from a service class family, then the spouse, husband, wife, both has to work to maintain. One salary will go in rent paying, and one salary goes in house expenses. Isn't it true? घर में दोनों को काम करना पड़ता है, एक से रेंट भरते हैं या ईएमआई भरते हैं और दूसरे के सैलरी से खाना पीना होता है। हमने अपने लाइफ को कितना कॉम्प्लेक्स कर दिया है। I remember my village days, my uncles, my grandfather, they would go to the farming and my aunties would be at the home. Make chapatis, make bhojan in the morning for everyone, and then they are just taking care of the home. No worries. EMI भरना है, रेंट भरना है, आईफोन हम कैसे खरीदेंगे? No worries. They were much peaceful and happier. अभी हमारे अंदर कितना वरी है, कितना चिंता है, मतलब इतना चिंता है, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज चिंता चिता के समान है, बस हम चिंता कर रहे हैं, टेंशन वरी, क्या होगा, कैसे चलेगा, हमारा घर कैसे बड़ा होगा, हाउ विल गेट मोर एसेट्स, हाउ विल गेट दिस, हाउ विल गेट दैट. Krishna says, I made the better system. Chaturvarna Maya system. I made it. Unfortunately, now in Kali Yuga, people have spoiled it. So that's why scripture says, Kalau Shudra Sambhava. Kali Yuga में सब लोग शुद्र हैं. तो किसी को सोचना नहीं चाहिए हम मिश्रा जी हैं, हम ब्राह्मण परिवार से हैं. नहीं है भाई साहब. अगर होते तो शास्त्र पढ़ते और शास्त्र पढ़ाते. अभी वो तो नहीं कर रहे हम. आप देखिए बहुत सारे ब्राह्मण लोग हैं, लगे हुए हैं, This is not the work of Brahman, And they say we are Brahman. What kind of Brahman is this? Unfortunate situation. So anyways, so Krishna says, I have made this, tasya kartaram apimam, I have made this, but I am out of it. Don't count me in that. Don't think that I am also bound by this 4 guna, 4 varna or 4 ashram. I am beyond that. So Krishna came as a, like Lord Krishna, he was as a Kshatriya. First he appeared in the Vaishya family. Nand Maharaj and Yashoda, Vaishya थे वो लोग, कृषि को रक्षा करते थे. Isn't it? Nand Maharaj के पास क्या था? संपत्ति. What was his property? Cows. And he would sell cow milk, cow butter, cow ghee. That was the property. That was the trade. From there, then Krishna went to Mathura and started staying with Vasudeva and then made his fort into which place? द्वारका. सुना है नाम आपने द्वारका का? अभी कुछ दिनों पहले प्राइम मिनिस्टर went and did scuba diving in the Samas Dwarka. It was so viral. And so many people would have come to know then what is Dwarka. Otherwise उसके पहले पता भी नहीं होगा द्वारका कहाँ है, क्या है. But because prime minister went there, now everyone knows, okay, Dwarka. So Dwarka was the city which Krishna erected in the middle of the ocean as a Kshatriya. But with all this, he says, I am beyond this. I am out of this. I am not bound by this. But I have created this system. Why I have created this system? Why? Because as per your propensity, you serve me. So someone is a Vaishya, he does business, okay, I will do charity. मैं दान दूंगा मंदिर में कुछ, मैं इतने कमा. कोई ब्राह्मण है, ठीक है, मैं गीता पढ़ाऊंगा. कोई क्षत्रिय है, I will protect the temple. Correct? I will protect the temple. और कोई शूद्र है, मैं मंदिर में सेवा करूंगा, कोई भी सेवा करूंगा. So whatever nature's propensity we have, as per that we can do some work. अभी unfortunately क्या हो रहा है? कोई पुलिस है, उसका he doesn't have a propensity of a kshatriya, but he's a policeman. उधर वो खड़ा है रोड पे as a with all this. उसको कोई आम आदमी डांट के चला जाता है and he's so fearful. कोई बिजनेसमैन बिजनेस चला रहा है, उसको पता नहीं बिजनेस का, सब उसको चीट करके चले जा रहे हैं. कोई ब्राह्मण है, लोग उसको बुलाते हैं, आइए हमारे घर में कोई मर गया, थोड़ा पूजा यज्ञ कीजिए, हमारे घर में गृह प्रवेश कीजिए. उसको कुछ मंत्र ही नहीं आते, वो बुक लेकर बैठा है एंड इज ट्राइंग टू डू समथिंग. सो अभी सब खिचड़ी, ऑल स्पॉइल्ड, गॉन. सो व्हाट टू डू? दैट्स व्हाई simplest is bhakti yoga. Now if you think, okay, I am Brahman, I will go and do Brahmana work. Very difficult. Okay, I am a Kshatriya, I will do Kshatriya work. अभी तो सिस्टम ही अलग है. If they want to get into army or police, one has to go through many tests. They will not see how much courage he has. They will see how much physically fit he is. He can run how many kilometers. He can jump how much. Is all his body is good. Many other things. Plus there is also under table. Sometimes people to get into police or something. So many things. So Krishna created this system. Unfortunately, it got spoiled. So he says, according to three modes of material nature and the work associated with them, the four divisions of human society are created by me. क्या थे four divisions? चार वर्ण और चार आश्रम. चार आश्रम क्या है? ब्रह्मचारी, गृहस्थ, वानप्रस्थ और सन्यासी. और चार वर्ण क्या है? ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य और शूद्र. तो आप लोग क्या हैं अभी? नहीं नहीं ऐसे मत बोलिए. Can we say we are brahmacharis? Can we say like this? हाँ, सॉरी बोलो अच्छे से बताओ. We are following, but actually, because brahmachari means he will stay in the ashram, so we can say we are bachelors. We are not actually brahmacharis, but we are bachelors. Brahmacharis means he stays in the ashram of guru. Grihastha, he will stay at the house. Vanprastha, he will again sometimes stay at house, sometimes he will go to forest, stay in some ashram. And sannyasi, he will never go back to house. He will just go holy places. Varanasi, Kasi, Mathura, Ayodhya, Haridwar, Rishikesh. He'll keep on roaming to holy places, do lectures, read philosophy, speak philosophy. So that was the system. Unfortunately, it got spoiled. Kalau Sudra Sambhava, Kalyuga, everyone is becoming Shudra, unfortunately. But by learning Bhagavad Gita, by learning Bhakti Yoga, we can raise our standard and become a devotee. And then whatever nature we have, we can use that nature, whatever capacity we have, whatever intelligence we have, whatever, we can use that in practicing Krishna consciousness and propagating Krishna consciousness. That is will be good for us and good for others. Hare Krishna. So any questions? Someone want to ask anything? कोई प्रश्न है तो पूछिए. From today or from previous sessions.